What's going on, Battlefielders? My name is Pwn, and I'm excited to be sharing with you guys the very first episode in my Battlefield 4 gun review show. Today we are going to be focusing on the FYJS bolt-action sniper rifle. Okay, so now let's talk about what makes this thing tick. Its max damage is at 100, it caps off at around 36.6, and the drop-off ends at 110 meters. Its muzzle velocity comes in at 630 meters per second. Its rate of fire is at a whopping 54 rounds per minute. Its magazine size is at 11, and it has a 2.6 reload time and 4.8 if it's empty. So what do those stats basically tell us? First things first, it's got a heavy drop-off. At around 12.5 meters, it starts to slowly decline to around 36.6 damage, meaning at any sort of, 90, 100 meter shot, this gun becomes a 3-shot to kill, meaning it does fall off pretty hard, and it's not one of the more reliable bipod carrier to spawn situations or one of those long-range sniper rifles. This gun is intended to be used in an aggressive form, talking about basically a 2-shot between, up to 50 meters, somewhere around that vicinity, but for the most part, you're going to want to go for the headshot or bust. You want to be really up close while using this weapon, and that's how it varies from some of the other sniper rifles in the game. So you take its nice magazine size, you take on the very, very limited bullet drop of 6 compared to something like the Scout Elite that has 15. You factor in that, recoil's not too big a deal. You have yourself a close quarters killing machine with the FYJS. So let's take a second to see how this gun pairs up against two other weapons in the category. Okay, to compare the FYJS, I wanted to take the Scout Elite, which is one of the more closer weapons to its stats. The SRR-61 is one of the more fan-favorite long-range ones, so I wanted to show you how they pan out. Okay, so now all three of the sniper rifles have a max damage of 100. You can see the FYJS and the Scout fall off pretty hard at 36.6, meaning they are both close-quarter weapons. Now, the SRR-61 stays shiny with a nice 59 damage, meaning it's always going to be a 2-shot kill. If you take a second, you could see that the FYJS is kind of in the middle of the two with a rate of fire at 54 rounds per minute, 63 for the Scout, and a extremely poopy fall off of 40 for the SRR-61. Now the velocity comes in right in the middle at 630 meters per second, 640 for the Scout, and the SRR-61 is sitting in last place yet again with 620, all of which are very close, not really that big a deal. Now the FYJS definitely blossoms with the 11-round mag, where the Scout is heavily handicapped with the 6, and the SRR-61 sitting happy right between them. Now this is one of the most important things that you have to take into account. The FYJS and the SRR-61 both are sitting pretty with a nice 6 drop, where the Scout has almost triple the drop with 15. That may not seem like a lot, but that's what allows them to be that accurate. Over range, the SRR definitely shines with that kind of bullet drop, and the FYJS allows it to be a headshot magnet, meaning that you don't have too much to worry about. You aim at the head, you're going to get the head. Now, the reload times are kind of mixed between the two. Not too bad, just kind of average. The 2.6 reload time is the best with still a bullet inside with the FYJS, and it's right around the middle for the 4.8 with it being empty. The Scout comes in the middle with a 2.85 and a 4.3 on empty, and the SRR again with another delay with a 3 point with something in it and 4.8 on empty. So as you can see, the Scout is really close to what the FYJS. The main difference is basically the magazine size and the really manageable bullet drop for the FYJS, giving it a slight edge over the Scout. The SRR-61 is obviously one of the more bipod type weapons, one of the more long-range dominant ones because its damage and bullet drop holds on pretty solid. Any sort of long-range sniping, and you want to choose yourself a different gun. That's what I want to encourage you guys to do. If you're looking for the perfect up-close quarters aggressive recon type of weapon, then you found yourself your soulmate. Now that you know the stats behind the weapon, I want to give you guys my preferred loadout. Now when I'm using the FYJS, which is my favorite bolt-action sniper because it matches my playstyle, when I'm using this weapon, I use the CL 6 times. I've got the laser sight equipped and the straight pull bolt. So I leave the barrel alone. You don't need a suppressor. You don't need anything like that. This gun is beautiful in the form that it has been given to you as. The 6 time is pretty good. The 8 times is obviously another decent choice if you have it unlocked. Any other sort of close quarters, holographic, whatever you want to throw on it is perfectly fine too. But again, I think this gun performs at its best with the 6 or 8 times equipped to it. So now the first episode is coming to a close. I want to thank you guys. If you did enjoy and you want to see more of these, teabag that like button. It goes a long way. It helps out a lot. I also want to encourage you guys to leave a comment down in the section below. I'll be stalking the comment section, finding out what you guys want to see next, and I'll choose that weapon. So thank you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you've enjoyed the comparisons and stuff. I see that's not something too many other commentators do, and I'm trying to bring something new to this. Not only the aggressive gameplay you can see behind this, but above all, I'm trying to encourage you guys to try this weapon out and adapt to a more aggressive style with this weapon, because any other way you wouldn't be able to appreciate this weapon. So thank you guys for your time. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and I want you guys to have a great day. Stay moist, ladies and gentlemen.